Need computer training for a group or office? Contact us today to get a free demo of our training at www.teachucomp.com/enterprise-licensing.
While a report can show numbers that are critical to understanding the overall health of your company, some people like a visual representation of that data. That is where graphs come into play in QuickBooks. A quick insight graph shows your data as either a bar graph or a pie chart, except for the budget versus actual and the net worth graphs. The bar graphs and pie charts are just different visual ways of presenting the same financial information that you view in a typical QuickBooks report. QuickBooks has 6 types of graphs that can provide up to 15 different views of your data. Let's review the different graphs that QuickBooks provides. First off, you have your income and expense graph. This shows the company's income and expenses for a date range that you specify. You also have the sales graph. The sales graph shows your company's sales income for a period you specify. Then you have the accounts receivable graph. This shows how much your customers owe your company. There's also the accounts payable graph, which shows how much your company owes its vendors. Then there's the net worth graph. This graph shows your company's net worth. Then there is the budget versus actual graph. This shows the difference between budgeted and actual amounts earned or spent. Now, the quick insight graphs that QuickBooks produces have several features in common. One commonality is that every graph window, except the net worth and budget versus actual, shows a bar graph in the top half of the graph window and a pie chart in the bottom half of the window. Now, in the graph window, the bar graph will display totals of the data broken down by a specified period, and the pie chart will show a summary total of some type of information shown within the bar graph above. Also, every graph comes with a graph toolbar, which you can use to customize the graphs in much the same way as reports. Also, like the reports, you can use Quick Zoom within a graph to see the actual numbers represented by the selected items within the graph. You will typically get summary reports that you can continue to Quick Zoom to trace backwards to the original transactions from which the totals that you view in the graph are derived.
Like what you see? Get a free demo of our training for groups of 5 or more at www.teachucomp.com/enterprise-licensing.